The relationship between Eminem and Snoop Dogg soured after Snoop appeared on The Breakfast Club in July 2020, where he seemingly attacked Eminem's legacy. This surprised many fans as both artists are part of the same circle. However, Snoop has a history of displaying disloyalty towards his peers. During the discussion about top 10 rappers of all time, Snoop omitted Eminem from the list and downplayed his lyrical ability.
Eminem, the great white hope. White rappers had zero respect in rap. Let's keep that 1,000 wow. He has probably put Eminem in a position where he could be labeled as one of the top 10 rappers ever. I don't think so, but the game feels like he's top 10 lyricists and all that comes with it, but that's just because he's with Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre helped him find the best Eminem that he could find.
When asked why M didn't make his top 10, Snoop explained,
Because there's some niggas in the 80s that he can't f with, like Rakim, like Big Daddy Kane, like KRS-One, like LL Cool J, like Ice Cube. You understand me? I ain't got no time to play with it. It is what it is. It's like Cuz did that. He did that to the fullest. That's one of my teammates. That's one of my brothers. But when you talking about this hip hop that I can't live without, I can live without that.
Such a comment was widely interpreted by many fans and media outlets as a direct shot, which drew the ire of Eminem, who on December 2020, months after the interview, responded with a track from his album Music to be Murdered by Side B, titled Zeus, rapping, "And as far as squashing beef, I'm used to people knocking me, but just not in my camp. And diplomatic as I'm trying to be, last thing I need is Snoop Dogg in me. Man, dog, you was like a damn god to me. Nah, not really. I had dog backward." Not long after Eminem's response, Snoop replied with an Instagram post with a laughing emoji saying, "Pray I don't answer that soft shit." In a December 2020 interview with Shade 45, Eminem expressed his anger about their feud, explaining that while Snoop was entitled to his opinion about not placing him in his top 10, it was the final comment and tone that he felt crossed the line and was disrespectful.
Everything he said, by the way, was fine, like up to a point. Like him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some rappers from the 90s that I can't f with. Him saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely. Like, why would I have a problem with that? Like, would I be here without Dre? No. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, G-Rap, like I've never said I could f with them. I never said that. Like everything was good until like, it was more like, I think it was more about the tone he was using that caught me off guard because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? I just saw you, like what the f? You know what I'm saying? Like it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when he said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that.
M further explained that he was confused by the situation, given that not only are they on the same team, but he has always shown respect to Snoop and has never dissed him in any way, and has consistently acknowledged his significant impact on hip-hop. However, comments about Eminem are not unusual for Snoop. During the peak of their feud, audio resurfaced of Snoop discussing Eminem's lead single, Stand, revealing a long-standing hostility. The interview appears to have been recorded shortly after the release of Snoop's The Blue Carpet Treatment album. When asked about a song Snoop had recorded titled Round Here, the interviewer stated that it reminded him of a sample used in Eminem's hit song Stand. Snoop responded by saying, "Not to me. When I first heard it, I didn't think nothing about Stand. I don't listen to Eminem records. No disrespect to him, but I don't listen to Eminem records. I'm a gangster. I wasn't on no Stand. Write me a letter. I want to come see you and you're my favorite fan. I wasn't on that boat." However, back in the year 2000 when Eminem was recording his sophomore album, the Marshall Mathers LP, Snoop not only praised the young Eminem but also collaborated with him on the song Please 2, which also features Dr. Dre, Exhibit, and Nate Dogg. In the documentary, Eminem, The Making of the Marshall Mathers LP, Snoop once again praised Eminem several times throughout the documentary. He talking about killing his wife. Who don't feel like that sometimes? You know what I'm saying? He was just crazy enough to write a song about it. In a May 2015 interview with Southpaws, Snoop even singles out Eminem's verse on Forever as a dominant standout in comparison to Lil Wayne, Drake, and Kanye West's verse.
I think Eminem went hard in the paint. He did kill that shit. That nigga had like 45 bars. When Eminem was on Jay-Z's song, he f***ed Cuz up on that record.
Yeah.
You know what record I'm talking about?
Yeah, but
him off on that record completely. To have Eminem, the white boy, kill him on his shit, that was nerve-wracking. I was like, I don't want Eminem on my album. I'm cool.
Snoop's history of betraying label mates and peers goes way back. During a 1996 interview with Angie Martinez at the height of the Tupac and Biggie beef, when asked about how he felt about Biggie and Puffy, Snoop said he got love for Biggie and Puff, and that they were his friends. This deeply hurt Tupac as he felt betrayed by Snoop, a friend who he greatly supported while he was going through his 1995 murder trial. And especially considering that Biggie may have been the person who instigated the shooting of Snoop's trailer while Snoop and the Dogg Pound was in New York filming their music video for New York, New York. In an August 2017 interview with DJ Vlad, the Outlawz spoke about the feud between Snoop and Pac, stating how hurt Tupac was about the incident.
Pac was angry not just because of that interview. A couple weeks before that, people don't know that Pac and Snoop did songs dissing Biggie. I remember hearing it. So Pac looking at it like, okay, you dissing songs with me, you riding on my enemies together. Because Snoop got his trailer shot up one time, and when they came back from New York, they just started doing songs going at him. Pac was really mad, like, because Pac he's that type of, like Edie said, Pac all in or he not in at all. You know what I mean? His loyalty, like if he was the type of person that Snoop doing a song dissing somebody, Pac like, okay, you beefing with him, Snoop? I'm with you on that.
In an April 2022 interview with Drink Champs, Snoop revisited the tense time between East Coast and West Coast, making it seem as though he was the peaceful one and everyone else was the aggressor.
People died, but we didn't have nothing to do with it. We was always the peaceful ones. That's the epicenter of everything. They tried to get me to not like Puffy and Biggie while we was in the middle of the Death Row Bad Boy feud. And I made a choice that I had no issues with them.
The wishy-washy attitude carried Snoop throughout his career. At the 1995 Source Awards, while on stage with Dr. Dre, Snoop further fueled the East Coast-West Coast tension when he grabbed the mic and aggressively addressed the East Coast while holding a bat in hand.
The East Coast don't love Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. The East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Death Row. Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then.
Decades later, during a 2013 interview with Sway in the Morning, when asked about the incident, Snoop claimed that his action at the Source Awards was compelled by a political move for being outnumbered, not from a place of hate.
If you come from a gangbang mentality and you know when you outnumbered, you either step up to that outnumber and you go in there and you go lose your life, or you politically conversate your way out of that. And that was a political move to show that I was not afraid, but I know where I'm at. And I respect y'all because y'all respect me.
During Death Row Records' controversial history under Suge Knight's tumultuous leadership, Snoop and other artists who left the label went on to slander their former leader. In the song, Pimp Slapped, Snoop dissed Knight, hurling violent threats. Suge Knight's a bitch, and that's on my life, and accusing him of underpaying him, and I still ain't been paid for 187 on a cop. In a July 2020 article on Hip Hop DX, it was revealed that Snoop had another diss track that never saw the light of day. He actually had planned a whole album called Death Row, but Master P talked him out of it. The beef between Snoop and Eminem eventually came to an end in early 2021 when Dr. Dre, their mentor and best friend, was hospitalized for 2 weeks following a brain aneurysm. In a September 2022 interview with SiriusXM, Eminem explained the situation.
Me and Snoop had our little issue, and then when that thing happened with Dre, the brain aneurysm thing, and we were like, bro, this is stupid. This is stupid as hell to be feuding right now. So I don't remember if I called him or he called me, I can't remember, but we talked it out. And I think that there was a miscommunication at the time in regards to him being on my album, the Mathers LP, Please 2. And I think he had wanted to do something with me and maybe gave you the idea or something, and you said something to the effect of, well, let's hear what the song is first. And I think he said the way that he took it was kind of like, I don't with him.
In an October 2021 interview with The Breakfast Club, Snoop admitted he was out of pocket, stating,
I love Eminem, and the thing is that we love hip-hop so much, we competitive, we battle rappers, so that was supposed to trigger that in him. But we brothers and we family, so we learn to appreciate each other for what we do and how we get down, and we had a long conversation about the respect that we have for each other and the way we need to talk in public about each other. And I felt like I was out of pocket.
The pair would later reunite in their first collaboration since the year 2000 on June 2022 for Eminem's Greatest Hits album, Curtain Call 2. The song, titled From the D to the LBC, produced by Eminem, featured a music video of both artists as bored apes as a reference to their NFT endorsement. The pair would also later perform together at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show in February 2022.